we'd like to formally begin this ceremony with a recitation from the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد
صدق الله خالقنا المولانا العلي العظيم
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Honorable Special Representative of President Xi Jinping and Vice Premier of People's Republic of China, Excellency Mr. He Lifeng,
The Honorable Prime Minister of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Muhammad Shehbaz Sharif,
all the Honorable Federal Ministers and Parliamentarians,
the Honorable members of the delegation that is visiting us,
Excellencies,
ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum.
and Da Ja Hao. On behalf of Government of Pakistan, Syed Farooq Hassan and Sidra Iqbal would like to welcome all of you to this historic event marking a decade of the landmark China-Pakistan Economic Corridor Initiative.
Ladies and gentlemen, China and Pakistan, two great nations and two wonderful friends. The colors that represent our wonderful nations and countries, the emerald and the rubies. But what to say of this beautiful friendship? It is deeper than the oceans, higher than the Himalayas, and more precious than emeralds and rubies. It is sweeter than honey and more strong than iron itself. Pak Chin Dosti, Zindabad.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've grown up with this slogan, Pak Chin Dosti. It is embedded, it is etched in our hearts, in our minds. We love China, we own China, and China has always been a fair weather friend. It has always been there for Pakistan, and we are proud of this fact.
Indeed, Farooq, it is a time-tested and iron-clad brotherhood, and what a befitting day this is as we mark a decade of CPEC. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now take this opportunity to invite the Minister for Planning, Development and Special Initiatives, Professor Dr. Ehsan Iqbal, to deliver his welcome address.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Professor Dr. Ehsan Iqbal, Federal Minister for Planning, Development and Special Initiatives.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. His Excellency He Lifeng, Special Representative of President Xi Jinping, Vice Premier of People's Republic of China, Honorable Mian Muhammad Shehbaz Sharif, Prime Minister of Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Excellencies, visiting delegation, cabinet members, parliamentarians, officials, and leaders of corporate sector. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and Ni Hao. It is an honor and privilege to welcome the distinguished leadership of the People's Republic of China to Pakistan. Today marks a momentous occasion as we gather here to celebrate the successful completion of a decade of high-quality development of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, a principal strategic component of Belt and Road Initiative. As Minister for Planning and co-chair of Joint Cooperation Committee of CPEC and having the honor of co-chairing 9 out of the 12 JCC meetings, it is my great pleasure to stand before you and highlight the remarkable journey as we have undertaken together since the framework of CPEC was signed on 5th of July 2013. Excellencies, I would like to take this opportunity to highlight that as part of our efforts to celebrate the completion of decade of CPEC, we organized a series of activities including special 12th JCC meeting in Beijing and numerous seminars by our think tanks celebration, activities at project sites, and 2 days international research conference in Islamabad. Pakistan and China have been all-weather friends, standing shoulder to shoulder through thick and thin. The bond between our nations goes beyond mere diplomatic relations. It is built on a foundation of trust, mutual respect, and shared values. The collaboration between Pakistan and China has not only transformed our bilateral ties, but has also led to a paradigm shift in the realm of geostrategic cooperation to new era of geoeconomics in the region. Over the last decade, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor has emerged as a testament of partnership and has the potential for transformative developments. Together, China and Pakistan have embarked on a journey of shared dreams, working hand in hand to build high-quality development projects. And we can never forget that when China came with CPEC to invest billions of dollars in Pakistan, no one in the world was willing to, at that time, invest a single dollar in Pakistan. Mr. Vice Premier, the people of Pakistan will never forget the great gesture of our brotherly country that it came forward to help Pakistan when Pakistan was in the most need. The vision of this government under the leadership of our Prime Minister, Mr. Shehbaz Sharif, it has played a pivotal role in advancing and reviving the progress of CPEC. We believe in the transformative potential of this project, which is not limited to infrastructural development alone. CPEC is a catalyst for economic growth, regional connectivity, and prosperity for both our nations and the entire region. Today, as we look back at the achievements of CPEC, we take immense pride in the 1+4 portfolio of accomplishments. CPEC has significantly contributed to resolving Pakistan's energy crisis, the successful completion of energy projects with capacity of 8,000 megawatts, which has brought much needed relief to our people and industries, paving the way for sustained economic growth. The infrastructure development projects, including motorways, highways, airport, and the Gwadar port, have opened up new avenues of trade and connectivity, boosting economic activity and facilitating the movement of goods and services. Joint ventures and industrial cooperation between our two countries have flourished, leading to the establishment of special economic zones. These zones offer immense potential for investment, employment generation, and technology transfer. Excellencies, now in phase 2 of CPEC, in light of the long-term plan, areas that have been identified include agriculture, science, information technology, mining, industry, and socio-economic development. The objective is to enhance the productivity and exports through fostering a cooperation in modern techniques and promoting research and development in these sectors. Recognizing the importance of human capital in driving economic progress, CPEC has facilitated exchange programs, scholarships, and training opportunities, empowering our youth and skills for the future. One of the most significant achievements of CPEC has been its positive impact on the lives of our citizens. The corridor has contributed to employment creation, poverty alleviation, improved access to education and healthcare, and enhanced the overall quality of life through energy security and better connectivity. Excellencies, Pakistan, with its unique history and geographical location and rich cultural heritage, stands as a bridge between civilizations. We firmly believe that through CPEC and the BRI, we can promote cultural exchanges, educational collaboration, and tourism between our nations, deepening mutual understanding and appreciation. As we rejoice the success of CPEC, we also acknowledge the challenges that lie ahead. It is through joint efforts, dedication, and unwavering commitment by the leadership of both countries that we will continue to overcome obstacles and realize the full potential of this game-changing initiative. As Chinese saying goes, strong wind reveals the strength of grass and genuine gold stands the test of fire. CPEC has stood the test of times. Excellencies, On this momentous occasion, let's renew our resolve today to strengthen our ties further and forge ahead, hand in hand, towards a future of shared prosperity and harmony. Together, Pakistan and China shall continue to lead by example, setting new standards for cooperation, peace, and sustainable development in the region. Once again, in the end, I extend my warmest welcome to His Excellency Ha Feng, Vice Premier of People's Republic of China and his delegation, and express my deepest gratitude for the enduring friendship and cooperation between our nations. May our partnership continue to thrive and bring prosperity to our people and beyond, as envisioned by President Xi Jinping through his global development, security, and civilization initiatives to build a world based on harmony, collaboration, and mutual respect. As President Xi Jinping mentions an old Chinese saying, "Single flower does not make spring, while 100 flowers in full bloom bring spring to the garden." CPEC is a beautiful flower of this garden. Thank you. Pakistan-China friendship Zindabad.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Hassan Iqbal. You've been involved with this CPEC project right from start in 2013. And as you rightly mentioned, some of the main benefits that Pakistan is reaping from CPEC is employment generation, economic growth, and obviously increased productivity. Excellencies, a grand vision of Belt and Road Initiative, which was conceived by the great leader, President Xi Jinping, back in 2013. His vision was in cohesion with the futuristic agenda of the then Prime Minister Mia Mohammad Nawaz Sharif, who not only wholeheartedly embraced and supported it, but also ensured that this is implemented in letter and spirit. This dynamic vision and its spirit for developing corridors of peace and prosperity across the regions led to the rollout of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. With the signing of landmark Memorandum of Understanding between Pakistan and China in 2013, both great nations embarked on a journey for economic integration, regional connectivity, and a win-win cooperation. In the last 15 months, Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has spearheaded the completion of the ongoing China-Pakistan Economic Corridor projects, and with the active support of the Chinese leadership, he has expanded CPEC to a new level of cooperation between the two friendly countries.
Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about the BRI, it is just not another road that connects different geographic locations. It is a road that connects the hearts and the minds of the people of China and Pakistan. Today, CPEC has evolved into a symbol of success as a flagship of BRI. This unprecedented project has become a gold standard of the South-South collaboration and pragmatic alternative to existing practices of trans-regional development. This is indeed based on shared vision, shared values, and deep friendship, commitment, and respect. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd now like to present a documentary that details this decade of brilliance, a decade of CPEC, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor.
Pakistan and China, two nations connected by mountains and rivers, are united by a bond that has withstood the test of time. With the dawn of independence in China, a new chapter began in the relationship between Pakistan and China, a friendship that would transcend borders and evolve into an unbreakable friendship. Over the years, this relationship has grown and flourished, encompassing strategic, economic, social, and developmental cooperation among many other sectors. From sharing of common interests to navigating through the complexities of the Cold War era, Pakistan and China stood side by side, their unwavering trust in each other never faltering. As the world faced economic challenges and critical global issues, the Pakistan-China friendship remained steadfast, serving as a pillar of confidence and support. Through changing governments, shifting leaderships, and the ebb and flow of global affairs, the warmth and goodwill between these two nations only deepened with time. Join us on a journey through history and the present as we explore the exceptional bond shared by Pakistan and China, a partnership founded on trust, mutual respect, and the pursuit of shared goals. This is the story of Pakistan and China, all-weather friends whose friendship knows no bounds. In the heart of Asia, two nations are important to the peace, stability, and development of the whole region. For decades, China and Pakistan have been known as Iron Brothers, sharing a history of trust, cooperation, and mutual support. 10 years ago, a visionary project was conceived, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, or CPEC. CPEC has breathed new life into Pakistan's economy, creating more than 236,000 direct jobs, generating $17.55 billion in revenue and adding 8,000 megawatts of electricity. Beyond its borders, CPEC has laid the foundation for a connected region, fostering cooperation, understanding and prosperity. With renewed determination, the CPEC grew stronger, attracting a total of $25.4 billion in direct Chinese investments and transforming Pakistan's infrastructure. As we celebrate 10 years of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, let's reflect on the incredible achievements. 510 kilometers of highways, 932 kilometers of roads, 8,000 megawatts of electricity, 886 kilometers of national core transmission network, along with 820 kilometers optic fiber cable and the first mass transit of Pakistan. As we conclude our journey through the enduring friendship between Pakistan and China, we are reminded of the tangible expressions of this bond. The Orange Line Metro, a testament to the Pak-China friendship, stands tall as a symbol of progress and cooperation, providing millions of passengers in Lahore with a convenient and comfortable commute. The Orange Line Metro embodies the spirit of partnership and mutual support that defines the relationship between Pakistan and China. As we witness the camaraderie among passengers from all walks of life, we are reminded that the Pak-China friendship is not merely about diplomacy and trade. It touches the lives of ordinary people, fostering friendship and understanding. Over the past decade, CPEC has injected an unprecedented momentum for development in Pakistan's economic history. It's now standing at a new starting point towards the new stage of high-quality development. Looking forward, we will improve the quality and efficiency of CPEC in all aspects, fully leverage its development potential, and build a demonstration project for the BRI high-quality development and a closer China-Pakistan community with a shared future in the new era.
That was a special documentary on China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned before, we've all grown up in our school days. I still remember Pak Chin Dosti Zindabad. Those are the early memories that I have, and I'm sure most of you share the sentiment. We've been taught from the beginning, and we've seen it ourselves. This itself is a testament that China has been a fair weather friend to Pakistan all this time. It is a time-tested, ironclad friendship. And here I must mention, when we talk about CPEC, when it was initiated in 2013, our current Prime Minister, Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Mr. Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif, was given the title of Shehbaz Speed by China itself because he was successful in completing many projects much quicker, even quicker than China. So that's why he was given the title of Shehbaz Speed. I must mention it here. And whenever I talk about China, I've tried to learn a bit of Chinese, so kindly excuse my pronunciation. But I'd like to say, Bajong She Tie Gama. Pakistan and China are iron brothers, and we still remember the song, Bajong Yoi Wan Suai. Long live Pak-China friendship.
Unlike Farooq, I haven't brushed up on my Chinese, and my usual go-to icebreaker whenever I meet a friend from China is Pak Chin Dosti Zindabad. Ladies and gentlemen, this song was first composed back in the 70s, and just like Farooq was mentioning his childhood, indeed in the 70s it was all the vogue. But for the newer generation, for those, the CPEC is going to be so important, and it is going to bring in that wave of prosperity, that brilliant future that we are all aspiring for. We now have redone the song. It is done by one of the finest composers and singers of Pakistan, Sahir Ali Bagga, and the young performers. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome this song that we have in our hearts and our minds.
In a new way.
In a new way, Pak Chin Dosti Zindabad. Please welcome Sahir Ali Bagga and the performers.
अपनी
Thank you very much. That was Sahir Ali Baga who rearranged this historic song, the famous song, Pak Cheen Dosti Zindabad. And absolutely correct, Pakistan and China united can make miracles happen, inshallah. Ladies and gentlemen, the China-Pakistan economic corridor has transformed the landscape of Pakistan. The first decade of CPEC's game-changing development has removed the bottlenecks in Pakistan's infrastructure, the network, and ended crippling power shortages. We all remember those. Building upon the success of the first decade, the China-Pakistan economic corridor is entering in the next phase of high-quality development.
Indeed. Today we celebrate the milestone of having completed 10 years, but for CPEC and for China and Pakistan, this is just the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, CPEC is all set to bridge the gap between economic growth and social development by focusing on poverty alleviation, on education, on health, and of course, gender mainstreaming. In decades to come, CPEC will make Pakistan a hub of geoeconomics, geographical connectivity, and economic integration.
It is indeed a flagship project. And ladies and gentlemen, now I would be honored to request the chief guest of today's ceremony, Special Representative of President Xi Jinping and Vice Premier of People's Republic of China, His Excellency Mr. He Lifeng, to kindly come and deliver the message from President Xi Jinping and also address the gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Special Representative of President Xi Jinping and Vice Premier of People's Republic of China, His Excellency Mr. He Lifeng.
尊敬的夏巴兹总理、女士们、先生们、朋友们，大家晚上好。现在，我宣读习近平主席的贺信，值此中巴经济走廊启动10周年庆祝活动在巴基斯坦隆重举行之际，我谨表示热烈的祝贺。中巴经济走廊
CPEC is an important pioneering project of the Belt and Road cooperation. Since its launch in 2013, our two countries have been advancing CPEC under the principle of extensive consultation, joint contribution and shared benefits, and have achieved a number of early harvests. This has added new impetus to the economic and social development of Pakistan and laid a good foundation for regional connectivity and integration. It is a vivid testament to our all-weather friendship and provides an important underpinning for building an even closer China-Pakistan community with a shared future in the new era. Going forward, China will work with Pakistan to aim for high standard, sustainable and livelihood-enhancing outcomes, continue to improve overall planning, and expand and deepen cooperation,
进一步打造成为高质量共建“一带一路”的示范性工程。无论国际风云如何变幻，中方将始终同巴方坚定站在一起，携手同心，砥砺前行，弘扬好铁杆友谊，统筹发展与安全，开展更高水平、更广范围、更深层次的合作，推动中巴全天候战略合作伙伴关系迈上新的台阶，为两国乃至地区的和平繁荣做出更大贡献。预祝活动取得圆满成功，祝愿中巴友好万古长青，
be
中
everlasting.
华人民共和国主席习近平
President
2023年7月31日。
2023.
尊敬的夏巴兹总理、女士们、先生们、朋友们，
Gentlemen, friends,
我很荣幸作为习近平主席特别代表，
as a special
同各位
representative of
相
President
聚在美丽的伊斯兰堡，
to join you in beautiful
共同庆祝
Islamabad
中巴经济走廊启动10周年。
10th anniversary of CPEC.
习近平主席
President Xi Jinping
高度重视发展中巴关系，
attaches great importance to
高度
developing
重视
China-Pakistan
中巴经济走廊建设。
and CPEC.
在刚才宣读的贺信
In
中
his，message,
习
President
近平
Xi
主席
fully recognized
充分肯定了中巴经济走廊建设取得的积极成果
significance
和重大意义，
CPEC
对走廊建设和中巴合作给予了深切关怀，
expectation
提出了殷切希望，
China-Pakistan
为
cooperation
下一步走廊的发展
and
和
provides
中巴务实合作做出了战略指引。
China-Pakistan practical
中方愿意同巴方一道，
stands
按
ready
照习近平主席贺信指明的方
to
向，
follow the direction
以
set
更大
in
的
the
力度、
message,
更
advance
高的标
CPEC
准
with greater
更高的
effort,
效率
higher standards, and
推进
greater
中巴经济
efficiency
走廊建设，将其打造成为高质量
so
共
as
建
to
“一
build
带一路”的
CPEC
示范性工程，
an
为中巴
exemplary
全天候
project
战略
of
合作
high-quality
伙伴关
bilateral
系
cooperation
持续
and
发展
inject new impetus
注入新的
to
动力。
all-weather strategic cooperative partnership between our two
今年
countries.
是共建“一带一路”倡议
Today
提出10周年，
This year is the 10th
也是
anniversary
中巴经济走
of
廊启动
the
建设10周
BRI
年。
and also the 10th anniversary of
10年前
CPEC. 10 years
习近平
ago,
主席提出
President Xi
共建“一
Jinping
带一路”的
proposed
伟大倡议
the great vision
和
of
亲
the BRI
诚
and
惠
neighborhood
容
diplomacy
周边合
of
作理念，
amity, sincerity, mutual benefit, and
巴基斯坦
inclusiveness.
积极响应，
And all have
中巴经济走廊
response from
应运而
Pakistan
生，
and CPEC
蓬勃发展，
and has since
成为
developed
共建“一带一路”
an
重要
important
先行
pioneering
先
project
试项目。
of BRI cooperation.
2015年，
In
习近平主
2015,
席对
President
巴基斯坦
made
进行
a
了历
historic
史性的
state
国事
visit
访问，
to Pakistan.
中巴关系
Bilateral
提升为
relations
全天候
were elevated
战略合作伙
to
伴
an
关系，
all-weather strategic
确
cooperative
立了中巴
partnership
经济走廊
and
1+4的合作布
a
局，
1+4 cooperation
走廊建
roadmap
设
for CPEC
步入
was
快车道，
established, taking CPEC to a fast lane.
中巴建设经济走廊建设
CPEC
秉
follows
承
the Silk
和平
Road
合作
spirit of peace
开
and
放包容
cooperation, openness
互
and
学互鉴
inclusiveness, mutual
互利
learning
共赢
and
的
mutual benefit.
丝绸之路精神，开创了共建“一带一路”
A successful
构建人类
practice
命运共同
of
体的
BRI
成功
cooperation
实践。
and the building of a community with a shared future
10年来
in mind.
中巴经济走廊的
Over
建
a
设
decade,
扎实推进，
CPEC has made steady
成果丰硕
and productive
成为一
progress
条充满活力
and
的
become a
开发走
corridor
廊。
of vitality and development.
在双方的共同努
With
力
our
下，
joint efforts,
以走廊建设为中心
the，cooperation layout
以
with
瓜达尔港
CPEC at the
交通
center
基础
and
设施
supported by Guadalajara
能
Port
源
infrastructure,
产业合作为
energy
重
and
点的
industry
合作布局，从蓝
has
图
turned
变
from
成现
vision
实。
to reality.
瓜达尔港
Guadalajara
已经具
Port
备
is now
全
in
作业
full
能力
swing.。
苏库尔
The Sukur
莫坦
Multan
高速公路
motorway
喀拉昆
and
仑
the
公路升级
upgraded
改造2
KKH
期
Phase
成
2
功开通，
are now open for traffic.
中巴首条
The
不上
first
跨境
cross-border
跨廊
optical fiber cable
巴基斯
between
坦
China
首
and
条城市
Pakistan,
轨道交通
Pakistan's
全
first
线，
urban railway Orange Line,
首条高压
and the first
支流输电线
HVDC
路
transmission
莫拉
line
支流
between
投入使用。
Matiari and Lahore were put in
沙
use.
希瓦尔燃煤电站
Sahiwal
提前
coal-fired
高
power
质量
plant
竣
was
工，
completed ahead of
创造
schedule
了令人称
at
赞
an
的
impressive
航针
Punjab
速度。
speed.
卡西姆港、
Power plants
湖部、
in Port
卡
Qasim,
洛特等
Hub
电
and
站项目
Karot
先后
were
建成
completed
投产。
and put into
拉
operation.
萨卡伊特
The
特别
Rashakai
经济区
Special Economic Zone is
农
up
业
and running.
科技、
In cooperation
信息
on
技术等
agriculture,
合作深度
science,
推进，
and IT and people's well-being
走
is
廊
making steady
成为
progress.
驱动经济增长
CPEC
的
has become
重要
an
动力源
important
泉，
driver
树
for
立
regional
了
economic
双
growth.
边战略复
It
兴
has、set
共同发
an
展的典
example
范。
of mutual trust and common development.
10年来，
Over the
中巴经济
decade,
走廊建设
CPEC
促进发
has
展，
promoted development and delivered
成为
shared
一条
benefits.
利国利民
It
的
has become
致富走廊。
a corridor of well-being
据
and
有关方面
prosperity.
统计，
According to
走廊累
statistics,
计为巴基斯坦带来
CPEC has
254亿
brought
美元的直接投资，
$25.4 billion US dollars of direct investment to Pakistan, created
新增超过500公里的高速公路，
thousands of jobs, and added 500 kilometers of highways, 8,000 megawatts of electricity, and nearly 900 kilometers to the national core transmission network. It has significantly changed local economy and livelihood. Guada Port has turned from a small fishing village to a regional logistics hub, and children in Fakir now have bright new schools. Women in Tar have now become professional truck drivers, and commuting time in Lahore has been greatly reduced. And many people no longer have to worry about frequent power outages. CPEC has brought significant changes to many ordinary people and has set an example of people first and shared benefits. Over the decade, CPEC has promoted women cooperation and has become a corridor of friendship. CPEC is a cooperation platform and is also a bond of friendship that brings our two peoples close together. It is a new benchmark for China-Pakistan friendship. Over the decade, Chinese engineers and Pakistani workers have worked hand in hand and in close coordination. They have set up buildings and built roads in some of the most impossible places, performing so many touching scenes of collaboration, excellence, mutual trust, and mutual support. During COVID, workers from the two countries overcome the difficulties to ensure the smooth operation of completed projects and steady progress of ongoing ones, writing stories of mutual support and women cooperation. CPEC opens up a new chapter of China-Pakistan community with a shared future in a new era, and set an example of mutual support and good neighborliness. Here, I pay tribute to the diligent and courageous Pakistani people and to Chinese and Pakistani workers who participate in CPEC. It is your support, contribution, and hard work that turns CPEC from vision to reality. Your Excellency, Mr. Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen, friends. Looking forward, China-Pakistan cooperation and CPEC will embrace new historical opportunities. China is following the guiding principles of the 20th CPC National Congress to apply the new development philosophy, foster a new development paradigm, and pursue high-quality development, and advancing the rejuvenation of the Chinese nation through a Chinese path to modernization. Pakistan is also exploring a path to industrialization, modernization, and sustainable development. We should continue to aim for high-standard, sustainable, and livelihood-enhancing outcomes, step up coordination and cooperation to build an upgraded version of CPEC, to break new grounds for high-quality development of CPEC, so as to promote an even closer China-Pakistan community with a shared future, bring more benefits to our two peoples, and make our own contributions to regional or even world development. To this end, I would like to propose the following suggestions. First, jointly building a growth corridor. We need to stick to the set blueprint and implement the long-term plan of CPEC. We should strive for an early start of the ML1 upgradation project, improve the overall planning for industrial park cooperation, and further promote practical cooperation on various fronts to help Pakistan achieve sustained, steady economic growth and achieve national prosperity. Second, jointly build a livelihood-enhancing corridor. We need to put the people first and deepen cooperation on industry, agriculture, health, education, training, and people's well-being, and to carry out more small and smart livelihood projects. We need to develop human resources, create more jobs, so that more dividends of CPEC can be shared among the Pakistani people. Third, jointly build an innovation corridor. We need to follow an innovation-driven approach, give full play to relevant working groups, and expand cooperation on new areas such as high-tech, mobile, communications, e-commerce, AI, and smart cities, to inject more impetus to CPEC with innovation. Fourth, jointly build a green corridor. We need to uphold green development and forge greater synergy between the Green Silk Road with the Green Pakistan initiative. We need to prioritize resource saving and environment protection, step up cooperation on green investment, infrastructure, agriculture, and disaster relief, and follow a path of green and low-carbon development. Fifth, jointly build an open corridor. We need to uphold openness and inclusiveness, actively step up communication and coordination with regional countries, welcome the participation of third parties in CPEC, and promote the extension of CPEC so as to advance regional connectivity and economic integration, to share cooperation opportunities, and pursue common development and prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, the world today is marked by volatility, and the changes unseen in the century are unfolding faster. Humanity is facing unprecedented risks and challenges. Not long ago, Chinese Premier Li Qiang and Prime Minister Shehbaz had two productive conversations and meetings, reached many new and important consensus. China is now carefully implementing these consensus. China and Pakistan are good neighbors, friends, partners, and brothers. Our joint effort against challenges will play a significant role to peace, development, and stability of our two countries and the region. China firmly supports Pakistan in safeguarding its national sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity, and in pursuing national unity, social stability, and economic prosperity. We are sure that the diligent and courageous Pakistani people will create a better future with their own hands and focus on development to hold the future of Pakistan firmly in their own hands. The road ahead for Pakistan will be wider, and the prospects for Pakistan's development will be brighter. China and Pakistan are bonded by shared mountains and rivers and common interests. Our two peoples share a time-honored and rock-solid friendship. CPEC is an accelerator of cooperation, new engine for growth, and a planter of friendship. It is further deepening our all-weather friendship, and we have gained valuable experience from it. First, sticking to strategic guidance. President Xi Jinping and the Pakistani leader attach great importance to CPEC. They have devoted personal efforts to use every meeting and exchanges of letters to exchange views, which provides top-level design and sets the direction for CPEC. Staying committed to extensive consultation and joint contribution. On the basis of full consultation, we identify cooperation areas, priorities, and models, and bring more Chinese investment and technologies to Pakistan, and more quality Pakistani products to the Chinese market and homes of Chinese households, thus realizing complementarity and winning cooperation. And staying committed to people's well-being. CPEC belongs to the people. It covers large areas and benefits a large population. Whether it is infrastructure such as power plants, roads, and ports, or it is exchanges and cooperation in industry, science, and training, CPEC always follows the people-centered approach and is committed to creating a better life for the ordinary people. These precious experiences come from practice, and we should cherish them. We believe that as long as we implement the guiding principles of President Xi's message and implement the important consensus reached between Premier Li Qiang and Prime Minister Shehbaz, China-Pakistan cooperation and CPEC in the next decade will make new progress in the next decade, and China-Pakistan relations will embrace an even brighter future. May Pakistan enjoy prosperity and its people happiness. May China-Pakistan friendship be everlasting. Chin Pak Dosti Zindabad. Thank you.
Fei Chun Ganxie, thank you very much. Excellency, that was the Vice Premier of People's Republic of China, Excellency He Lifeng. And we are very honored to have you here in Pakistan. And as I mentioned, longevity, trust, and fraternity are the phrases used to describe Pakistan-China friendship. This is such a unique and unprecedented relationship which has always ignited the imagination of our people.
Ladies and gentlemen, to celebrate this momentous occasion, the milestone of completing 10 years of CPEC, one of the salient activities is issuance of a commemorative postage stamp and a beautiful memento. The stamp will serve as a tangible and enduring tribute to the accomplishments made through the CPEC. Moreover, this memento will represent the enduring friendship and collaboration between the Iron brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored now to request the chief guest of today's ceremony, the Vice Premier of People's Republic of China, Excellency He Lifeng, and Honorable Prime Minister, Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Mr. Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif, to kindly come up on the stage and personally reveal the commemorative stamp and coin to mark the decade of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. A big hand for both the dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. This is a historic moment for CPEC, 10 years down the journey, and it's just the beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, these designs that will soon be revealed not only commemorate 10 years of CPEC, but the lasting friendship between the two countries. Ladies and gentlemen, may we now request the Excellencies, the Honorable Vice Premier, and the Honorable Prime Minister to kindly place their hands on the globe, and as they do that simultaneously, the digital reveal will
For
happen.
a historic moment, ladies and gentlemen, the decade celebration of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. The senior leadership of Pakistan and China present here.
Excellencies, may I request you to please step forward as we now have the commemorative memento being presented. Ladies and gentlemen, this memento has been prepared in Pakistan and it captures the essence of the successful partnership for economic cooperation between the two countries. It's a beautiful reaffirmation of our commitment to strive together to make a community of shared future.
And this picture will go down in history, absolutely, Sidha. May I now request both the dignitaries to kindly move to the commemorative envelope, which is designed by the Chinese side and has been brought all the way from Beijing to Islamabad. Both the dignitaries will sign on it and endorse the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor project. This selects the 4 representative projects, that is 1+4, initial layout of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, and highlights the long-lived China-Pakistan friendship. Ladies and gentlemen, a historic moment for Pakistan and China. We have the senior leadership, the Prime Minister, Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Mr. Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif, accompanied by the Vice Premier of People's Republic of China, Excellency He Lifeng.
Ladies and gentlemen, this envelope has come from Beijing and indeed is a historic moment. With this, we would like to take this opportunity to thank His Excellency, Mr. He Lifeng, the Vice Premier of China. Thank you, sir, for being present here.
And I would now like to request the Honorable Prime Minister, Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Mr. Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif, to kindly address the August gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Prime Minister, Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Mr. Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Excellency Vice Premier He Lifeng, honorable members of the Chinese delegation, honorable ministers, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening. Excellency, thank you very much for visiting Pakistan and have time to celebrate jointly Iron Brothers from China and Pakistan, the 10th anniversary of CPEC. This great journey of friendship between Pakistan and China started immediately after China won its independence back in 1949. But this journey was accelerated through sincerity of purpose and commitment by many great Pakistani leaders, starting from late Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, who made very valuable contribution in terms of promoting this friendship. And then, in between, all subsequent leaders were very committed to promote this friendship. And therefore, this is a unique friendship, a unique relationship where the entire spectrum of Pakistani nation, people from all walks of life, all political parties, all institutions, they are committed to this great friendship. And then in April 2015, Your Excellency, President Xi Jinping was very kind to visit Pakistan. Of course, that was a visit which was postponed earlier for reasons well known to us and not to be described here. Had that delay hadn't taken place, these CPEC projects would have blossomed and some of them would have been completed much earlier. In April 2015, this agreement of CPEC was signed between President Xi Jinping and Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. And then we saw at lightning speed projects were undertaken and completed. This is still in our memory that at that point in time, power outages had crippling impact on our industry and agriculture. Our exports were damaged irreparably because foreign importers would not trust Pakistani exporters because we didn't have energy to manufacture those export orders. Our agriculture had become pale. Our industry had come to a grinding halt. And thousands of workers were out of jobs. Excellency, this was the time when CPEC came to Pakistan's rescue. And as you said, that some of the projects were completed in a record period of time. This was under the joint leadership of President Xi Jinping and Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. I will not go into details because those have been very ably explained by you and Dr. Professor Chaudhary Ehsan Iqbal. Suffice it to say that an amount of $25 billion were invested during this period. Hundreds and thousands of job opportunities were created, and production and exports were enhanced. I think this was a game changer, and this was the result of the vision and commitment and friendship President Xi Jinping has for Pakistan and the people of Pakistan. And Vice Premier, you were a linchpin. At that time, you were the chairman of NDRC. And I know for a fact, because I had dealt with you in those days along with my colleagues, you were very helpful to support CPEC projects speedily. And my friend, Vice Minister Sun Weidong, he was our ambassador, not only ambassador of China, but ambassador of Pakistan as well. He was very supportive. He was very helpful. I can go on and go on. And this story of great friendship will not end, but the night will fall. Vice Premier, we had other segments today in this ceremony. We had to drop a few of those because of devastating incident of terrorism which took place in Bajor yesterday. And our heart goes out to the families of the departed soul. And this is, again, a very important subject of our joint cooperation. We have to jointly deal with this menace. Pakistan has paid a huge price. Almost 80,000 Pakistanis have laid their life to fight this menace of terrorism, and we defeated it effectively years ago. And it is a great commitment and a great manifestation of our will to fight this menace till it is wiped out, not only from the face of Pakistan, but also in this region and in an extended way globally. Excellency, now we are entering the second phase of CPEC, which is even more interesting and extremely helpful in promoting investments, progress and prosperity in Pakistan and also in the region. And you have highlighted important areas of this second phase of CPEC, which is high quality development, which is growth corridor, special economic zones, livelihood corridor, innovation corridor, green corridor, and openness and connectivity. There is an effort, Your Excellency, to bypass Pakistan by some countries in this process of connectivity. And I have no doubts that Pakistan and China together will fill in the gap, and this corridor, which already has been established between North and South, will extend in many ways to include the entire region and also other parts of the world. Gawad, you have rightly pointed out was a few years ago was a small village. Today, it is a busy city with huge potential in times to come. Gawada port will become very busy, and I think CPEC will ensure Gawada one of the most busy ports in the region. And our government is placing due focus and efforts to develop this port with full speed and commitment. We have allocated sufficient resources. Electricity has now been available in Gawada. Drinking water is available, and further developments are on the way as I speak. Excellency, Pakistan is going to turn around its economy by the grace of God through our multiple initiatives and programs. But let me, at this point in time, thank you and thank President Xi Jinping and thank Chinese government and people for supporting us at this critical juncture. Loan rollovers by Chinese banks, including Exim Bank, Bank of China, and other commercial banks, state to state safe deposits to the tune of billions of dollars in the last 4 months has been of immense help to us. And I can assure you from the core of my heart that myself, my colleagues sitting here, Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, Finance Minister Hisab Dar, Planning Minister Ahsan Iqbal, and all other colleagues sitting here and government officials, and the people of Pakistan in the four nook and corner in this country will remain ever so grateful to you and President Xi Jinping for supporting Pakistan financially in this very difficult time. And we shall never forget this very kind generosity and favor of yours for all time to come. But I want to say and add something here. We want to move away from these loans and borrowed monies, sums of monies. We want to move away from having handouts, aid and doles. We really want to stand on our own feet. We really want to show to the world that our people are brave people. They have great tenacity, great energy, and they are capable of facing the most difficult challenge and yet survive. The discussion and negotiation with IMF has been one of those challenges. And together with your support and our brotherly country's support, we have sailed through this storm successfully. But now is the time for us to have a reflection, introspection, and pause, and to carve out our way forward, which will make Pakistan and Pakistani look decent, respected in the eyes of our friends and foes. And the only way forward is to emulate Chinese model of growth. Even today, with these very difficult circumstances around the globe, your annual growth is still around 5.5%, which is commendable. And of course, in time to come, it's going to further improve. Your Excellency, this is where we need your support. This is where we need your expertise and learn from your experience. It is not a joke to take 800 million people out of the pit of poverty. Today, they are great contributing hands in the development of China, just in a matter of 3.5 decades. It's no less than a miracle. It has not happened anywhere else in the world. And therefore, it has happened only through visionary leadership's dynamism and hard work and untiring efforts and a journey of sweat and blood. I would be extremely grateful that today we agree to announce joint working groups to evaluate this growth model and convert this into, under Pakistan's prevailing circumstances. And I want to assure you, this nation, 220 million people of Pakistan, all political parties, political leadership, military leadership, judiciary, doctors, engineers, on one thing, there is total unanimity that China is our true and most sincere friend. Here is the time that we should now make use of this opportunity, because time and tide wait for none. This is an opportunity we want to cash upon. I would like to request you and propose that let's constitute a joint committee to look into these matters and come up with a sound proposal and which we can jointly implement with great speed. And I have no doubts, ladies and gentlemen, that Pakistan soon one day will stand on its own feet. We won't have to beg and borrow. We will generate our own resources through untiring efforts as the Chinese have done. We will alleviate poverty as China did. We will provide jobs as China did. And that will the biggest gift we can offer to our ancestors. That will be the biggest source of satisfaction to those millions who gave their lives for Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, let's celebrate this great day, this great event in this spirit, and inshallah we will be marching in that direction very, very speedily. Pakistan, Chin Dosti, Zindabad. Pak-China friendship, Zindabad. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That was Prime Minister, Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Mr. Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif. And we'd like to request you, sir, to give us about these brothers and sisters address people of Pakistan as Bathe, which means iron brothers. China is an all-weather friend. I would like to reiterate that during all times, all seasons, all weathers, good or bad, China has always stood with Pakistan, whether it's economic collaboration, cooperation, whether it is military collaboration. China has always been there for us. Siddha, you must have noticed, as Prime Minister Sahab also mentioned, there was a very unfortunate incident yesterday in Bajor. We lost more than 50 lives, martyrs, and the whole nation is in a shock, and we are deeply grieved. We stand by our people and all stratas of our public, whether they are artists, any society they belong from, we all stand with those people, with those families who lost their dear ones.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan is often referred to as a resilient nation. Unfortunately, these incidents of terrorism, of hate crime, and of intense emotions as they come out, they have caused a loss to every strata of society. There's not a single household in Pakistan that doesn't know someone that they have lost personally. But we are resilient. We are going to brave it.
Absolutely.
And as you see on the stage as well, there are performers and peoples that present every ethnicity, every provincial language and culture of Pakistan.
And diversity
we stand
of Pakistan.
in solidarity.
Absolutely, Sidra. And we've fought war on terror before and successfully fought it. And inshallah ta'ala, we will defeat extremism and we will wipe out terrorism. That's the resolve of the government of Pakistan, inshallah ta'ala. The hustle you see on the stage, sir, as you mentioned, we had prepared a cultural show for our Chinese friends, our guests, Excellency. But unfortunately, due to this incident, since the whole nation stands with those families who've lost their dear ones, we had to drop it on your specific instructions. But all the artists prepared for it for the last 2-3 months. They've been preparing and they're all here. So they just wanted to come on stage and we would really be honored if you could accompany Excellency Li Fong and come on the stage and have a photograph with all these artists of Pakistan coming from all areas of Pakistan.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we invite the dignitaries up on stage, may I also request an iconic musician from Pakistan, Ali Zafar, to please also be joining us. And of course, we have Sahir Ali Bagga and many others. Just as we said, this is a whole kaleidoscope of Pakistan's folk music, of its colors, of its dresses. We have with us prominent artists like Uruj Fatma, Gulpana, the Fortitude rappers,
Abid Brohi from Balochistan, and Ali Zafar is very popular in China. You know that, Sidra?
Absolutely. We have all of them present here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a beautiful kaleidoscope of the Pakistani culture. We stand in solidarity. The resilience of the country has been tested many times, but the state, the nation, the people, inshallah ta'ala, and of course with our friends from China, will defeat terrorism.
This is a historic moment again for all the artists. Please put your hands together for all the hard work they put in. But in solidarity with the people of Pakistan, we had to drop today's cultural performance for our Chinese friends on the specific instructions of the Prime Minister, Islamic Republic of Pakistan.
The music, of course, represented all the beautiful provinces of Pakistan, from the Makran coast to the Mehran Valley, to the beautiful peaks of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, to the plains of Punjab. Ladies and gentlemen, we also had the Indus Saga that, of course, begins a journey in China and flows through the length and breadth of Pakistan to reach its final destination, which is the Sea of Arabia. So we had a beautiful story of the Indus Saga, but inshallah, some of the other days.
Yes, thank you very much, Prime Minister, Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Mr. Muhammad Shehbaz Sharif. Thank you very much, Vice Premier, People's Republic of China, Excellency Li Fong, for joining us here tonight. It has been a great night. It was an honor to host you, and I hope you will come back again, and Pakistan and China will build on this strong bond of friendship and brotherhood that we have amongst ourselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the honorable delegation from the People's Republic of China. And may we also request you to give a big round of applause to our performers who have been working day in and day out.
With this, we come to the end of our program, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Kindly remain seated. The dignitaries